Hey there, Chad here. Thanks for joining me. This is Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, and in the previous episode, I was going to run out and try to find a car so that we could get some steel, but instead, I ran into this building. Now, if we look at the map, it's a plus in this tile set. I don't fully know what that means, but I want to go investigate it. If I roll over it, unseen, unseen, LMOE shelter, upward slope. Okay, so this is going to be like an underground bunker, I think. Going to still gather some plants while I can, though. Tend to skip newspaper pages, although I guess they will help with a fire. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, it's a very small room. We're going to go ahead and fire up the flashlight. I did go back and grab the first aid kit. I realized that I didn't have it on me when I was looking to see how many withered plants I had. And the reason I didn't have it on me is I wasn't moving inventory from myself to a pile. I was moving it pile to pile, and I kind of forgot about that. So did I turn that on? I did not. So now my flashlight is on. Well, the good news is no zombies right away. Interesting. Okay. Let's go this way. Piles of rubble. Huh. A long plank. Interesting. A regular plank. A short wooden post. Wow, we have found an interesting little area here. I'm going to leave the steak knife for now. I do have a machete, so I'm in fairly good straits there. This looks like a supply cabinet. Flour. Multivitamins. Ravioli. Wow, so we have, looks like a good amount of food here. Aspirin. Another flashlight. Okay. Let's just keep moving to the right. How to succeed in business. Excellent. Pillow and blanket. Okay, so this is looking very, very nice. Ski pants for when it's cold. Nothing that fits real well so far, but okay, so this is going to be a pillow. And there's also a blanket there. There's a blanket there. So that's all great. Let's see if there's anything outstanding for us to look at. Some pickled herring, pineapples, pork and beans. That's all fantastic. Bookshelf. Another bookshelf with a lot of stuff on it. Okay, this is, so I haven't used one of these yet, but I think you can use like cast iron frying pan. So this is a stove, right? It's probably a wood burning stove. Does it say that? Yeah, it's a wood stove. So if I have an ignition source, I can't remember if I do right now. Did I grab that lighter? I did. There's probably one in here. Matchbook is empty. I don't seem to have one with me right now, but I get a lighter or make the item, the fire starting bow. I could grab one of those. I think you can light a fire in there, and then you don't have the adverse effect of there being smoke all over the place. And you can cook on it and things like that. So this is kind of awesome. It's close by. It was easy to get to. I think maybe we end up moving here eventually. Bathroom, good. Nothing in the bathroom, interesting. That looks like an AC unit, doesn't it? Central air filter. Outstanding. What this is. Polycarbonate sheet. I don't know how to use that. A water pump. These are important. When you examine these, you can put water into a container. I think if you try to drink it, it's going to tell you this water is probably contaminated. Yeah. But we can put it into bottles, and then once we have a fire, we can boil it to purify it. We'll do that eventually. Here's another wood stove. That one looks like it has a pot on it. Yep. A glass plate. Okay. No food in the fridge, though. That's too bad. Okay, well, we have found an interesting little area here. I'm kind of pleased with this. I don't think I'm going to loot it exactly just yet, but we are definitely going to want to borrow the supplies that are in this place. A brick kiln. Portable charcoal-fired kiln designed for firing bricks. Outstanding. So I haven't gotten into making stuff with clay yet myself, but it is obvious that you can do that. I know you use ash for that, and I'm assuming you'll have to dig some stuff up. And that looks like that could be duct tape. And everybody, it's a huge amount of, oh, and a chainsaw. Duct tape is everybody's best friend. The chainsaw will allow me to start cutting down trees. That is kind of what I've been looking for, is something to, and tools are always fantastic, something to allow me to cut down the trees into planks and that, so we can start building some other stuff if we choose. So pencil isn't terribly exciting, but I think that's more duct tape. More duct tape than we know what to do with now. And a vacuum molder. Okay. Is that going to be more polycarbonate sheet? Yep. Nothing else in there. The chainsaw, I really can't pass up the chainsaw. Hopefully, yes. I can put so I can carry the chainsaw, put the machete in a pocket. That is outstanding. And I forgot what this was here. Extension cord. I don't think I need an extension cord right now, since I don't really have centralized power. I know I can get it. On the roof of the evacuation shelters, there's solar panels, and you can always go up there and try to plug stuff in. I just haven't figured out how that works yet. This is something to know too. When you run into a barrier like a fence, if you hit E to examine, you can usually climb over it. I can't climb right now because I have a chainsaw. It's in both hands. Okay, that kind of makes some sense. So we'll go around the long way, but wow, this was a profitable trip. I cannot complain. Okay, we're going to come outside, and I'm going to head home, and we will see what we can do with that chainsaw, maybe cut down some trees. Actually, let's see if we can do that. So I've got the chainsaw on me right now. Let's just try clearing a couple of these trees just to see what that looks like. So I'm going to stand here, and I'm going to hit A, and I'm going to go over here, turn on the chainsaw. I don't know, do you smash with it, or do you chop down a tree? Select the direction for the tree to fall. Outstanding. So now we have a tree stump. Can we do anything with that? Cut a tree into logs. So now we have 2 logs there. And then can I cut that up? Cut a log into planks. Tree trunk into logs. Wow, there it is. Okay. 3 logs there, 2 logs and 2 long sticks, 2 logs. Now I would assume that dragging this home would be kind of insane. That's a long way to go, but I could chop some of these down and maybe start to build something. I haven't yet learned how to build a base, but I know that it is something that you do, and I'm looking forward to giving that a try. So I think we're going to cut this video here. I'm going to go back to the house and celebrate. We'll see if I can talk my partner into joining me at some point in a future episode, but for now I think this has been a great outing, and I look forward to seeing you next time. We will continue finding what we find. Until then, fair travels.